Hi Super Awesome Stampers, it's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. In this video, I will share how to assemble this greeting card from a kit. It's from my September kits in the mail. So in addition to purchasing the kits from me, which I ship to you via US small flat rate box, you would have needed to purchase the Nothing's Better Than bundle. So the stamp set and the coordinating dies from my online store. All right, so look through your box and look for the Early Espresso card bases. So in all my kits, all of the card bases will be a different color. That way you know exactly which card needs to be assembled with which design. So pull everything out and see what you got. Now I've got my ribbons laying here at the top of my mat here. That's because you may have gotten an assortment. So you may have gotten the Daffodil Delight Ruched ribbon, or you may have gotten this gingham ribbon instead. So just wanted you to be aware of that. You've gotten the same length no matter what color yellow you got in your kit. All right, I'm gonna set this towards the top of my mat so we see where we're going while we're assembling. So let's first look at what you got here. I always include a Whisper White for the inside layer. So let's attach that down while we're thinking about it. One less piece to worry about. Okay, and flip that shut. So I covered pretty much every square inch of the card front. There's a little bit peeking out, let me open that up, on either side of this cookie embroider. Okay, so what do I want to do next? I think we're going to do some stamping. So if you look at my sample card, there are these strips. So I did not include strips in your kit. I included full sheets of paper. So I cut down one 8.5 by 11 piece into 4 equal pieces. So you'll need to cut your own strips down, or just go to your scrap pile. I'm sure that you've got a ton of these strips just like I did. I wanted to give you some options in case you didn't want to cut these little strips off. And then if you have strips in your stash already, then you can save those large pieces of paper for something else, although we're going to use some of that paper up. All right, so grab your Early Espresso ink pad. I'm going to move that out of the way. Set your paper piercing mat down. Mount up the cookies stamp from that stamp set. Ink it up. And then just eyeball 3 cookies on one of your borders. All right, and so you're probably asking me, how wide is that border? So it's 5.5 inches long. Like I said, these were just strips that I cut off from something else, and it is a 1/2 inch wide, and it just fits that cookie stamp. All right, so next step is you're gonna bring in your scrap paper or this paper I included in your kit, and you will stamp 3 cookies. Okay, and then you will cut them out using the die that you purchased through my online store. So it's this one right here. So stamp them and cut 3 out. So here's where you're probably going to have to stop the YouTube video and stamp and die cut those out. But I've already got my 3 done, so I'll just keep on rolling along here. Oh, got to bring back the piercing mat. There is probably, maybe in my kit that I have here, my sample kit, you're going to want to cut something down for that. Today's plan is consume. So reach into your scrap bin. If I didn't provide a scrap, you're starting to make scraps probably from that white that I provided. So here is the scrap. That's going to be large enough. I stamped some kitty cats on there. So I'm just eyeballing it towards the bottom. All right, so now I can shut this up. And then I just custom cut that off. Use your paper trimmer if you need to. Like I said, I can't remember if I included these smaller pieces in your kit. I don't believe I did because I gave you those larger pieces, so you can use whatever sentiment you want. There. Actually, I cut it a little tighter, didn't I? Because I would have included the yellow. All right, now we're done with that paper piercing mat and that scrap where I punched some cats out. All right, so bring this back. Bring all my supplies back in. Yep, there's that yellow piece we're going to use to mount up our today's plan. Okay, so next layer is I would actually attach my cookie strips. And that's because they're easier to attach without this pattern paper down, especially if you want a little bit of early espresso peeking out on the edge there. All right, so you use glue dots, tear and tape, green glue. I've got some Stampin' Seal here. Whatever will fit on your 1/2 inch strip. There you go. And then there's the next one. I see this one's hanging off a little bit, so you can just flip that over and custom cut that off. That one's okay. Now, I attach the pattern paper with some dimensionals. So, let me find my dimensionals. I'm going to use the big ones. Before I pull off the backer sheets though, I see I wrapped my ribbon around. Okay, I figured out what I wanted to do for this. Let's assemble this here and here. It's been a while since I did the samples for this kit. And I can't remember the exact steps I was going to use to assemble the kit. So there's the today's plan. Then I pop that up on a dimensional. And let's pull in the minis. Minis work just as well. And they're a little more economical because there's way more on a sheet. Okay. Today's plan is consume. Now, what I was going to do with the ribbon is, I didn't include long 2 pieces because I wasn't sure if you'd want to do what I'm going to do with my ribbon. And what I'm going to do is use some glue dots. There's a glue dot right there that I missed. Anchor it down on one side. Pull it across, snip it off, and then let's anchor it down on that side. So if you don't like glue dots, and I cut that a little short, I'm going to grab a piece of tear and tape. So have all of your glues handy when you're assembling these kits because you don't know which one you're going to flip to next. There. And I don't need to take that backer sheet off. I'm going to just put one there so it doesn't release on me. And then this little piece right here that I cut off, you're going to tie a little knot. There. So a little cute knot there. All right, let's get some of these adhesives out of the way so you see where we're going here. Okay, I'm going to flip this over and pull up the backer sheets. Okay, next layer would be our stitched circle framelit. So I've already die cut that for you. And then reach into your kit and find your package of doilies that were included in the kit. So I'm going to reach into my tub here and see if I can find a package. Be right back. Okay, here's the doily package I'm working on. I take out that cardboard backer sheet so I know this is the one that I've been taking some from. All right, so that's going to be the next layer. So before I put any adhesive on the doily, you need to, what I figured out was, you don't want to put adhesive on the doily because it's a doily. Everything's going to seep through. You can be able to see all the adhesive if you put like strips of adhesive there. So what I did instead was, I'm going to use the larger dimensionals for this. Each cookie I'm going to put on there just lightly. I'm not going to press down really hard. And then I'm going to pull that up. And I am going to actually, do I want to put glue dots on the back? I think so. I have, and partly because I have one stuck on my take your pick tool. Let's use that up and then find my glue dots. And what I want to do is put a glue dot where that dimensional was. So my idea for this card, the doily over the yellow platter, was when you go to a fancy restaurant, you get your dessert on a doily on a platter. So it looks like a fancy restaurant to me. Okay. All right, and then the inside, there's going to be a little strip of pattern paper. And I put that on the inside. And then I included a strip of gold enamel shapes in one of your kits. So not each one of the kits would have gotten a strip. So you decide which shape you want to tuck up there in that corner. So what I like about our enamel shapes is they're mounted on a clear backer sheet. So you can take your enamel shape to wherever you want it to see if you like whatever size you like. And I think, yeah, we're just going to do the big one like the sample. And that is the cookie card from the September kits in the mail. I love this kit option. I think this is my favorite month so far. I just love the images. Maybe it's all because it's food related and sugar related. I'm not sure. Drop a comment below and let me know what you like about this card. I have more of these kits available. So if you like what you see, go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com and see all the 3 other designs. In addition, I'll have the YouTube videos posted as well. Just look for the September kits in the mail. If you'd like a kit, contact me through my blog at superawesomestamper.com. Let me know you'd like to purchase a kit and we'll get one to you promptly. These kits will be available until mid-October 2020, so order your kit today. And thanks for watching and purchasing a kit if you've already done so. This is Super Awesome Stamper Shirley. Bye.